position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Longhorns will boot it away to start the game. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. So Ole Miss offense will go on the attack first. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access, because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
To the air, it's Whedon. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted in the first drive, ends with the pick. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. From the gun, running back on the move. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Motion from the wide receiver. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
They'll try the right side. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Running back searching for a hole. Inside the 25. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the back. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Rebels had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Now they're going to throw it. Makes the catch. They will score. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
On the move from inside his spot. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there.
Sends it downfield. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. 3rd and 10, still back up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Here's the pressure. Gets rid of it. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Now they'll run the draw. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Handoff from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Longhorns send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They're looking for an advantage to the right. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Looking for space to the left. Trying to make magic with his feet. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well. Guys, let's take a minute and talk about Ole Miss. They've made it to the middle of the season, #1 team in the land, but now's when you have to work on staying there.
Yeah, it's been a really, really good start. Impressed with them, impressed with offense, defense, special teams, complete unit so far. But yes, 7 games in, we ain't crowning a national champion.
No doubt about it. And listen, they've looked good for most of the first half of the year. Obviously, that's why they've got that number beside their name now. But when you're the #1 team, all that means is the games get bigger and bigger as you go. So still lots of meat on the bone for this team.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll send the back in motion. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. Trying to pick up a first down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got the back over the middle. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29. The Rebels have their offense in high gear. They'll run it from the gun. Got enough for the first down and wants more. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels. On to attempt the try.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. Indiana managed to avoid a bitter defeat by scratching out a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some around Bloomington had hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative. Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup, and the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29. The give to the back. He gets it across the 25 to the 24, give him 5 on the carry. And the Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. To the ground with the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Catch in the middle. It's Punga. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Caught over the middle. It's Bass. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Looking for the goal line. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. And the Rebels have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Looking for a man. It's Coffee. Catch in the middle. It's Bass. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to get it in. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. It's 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. From the gun, wants to pass. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range. Up the pass play, quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. And the Longhorns are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. To the air on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Applewhite. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Longhorns come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He'll pull it on the read. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. They punt it away on 4th down. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Great place to start for this offense. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The offense changing the play. To throw, it's Whedon. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the 2nd quarter. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case. And there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Lost one deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Longhorns will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll return it from around the 50. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Bunch formation for these receivers. Off the play fake on first down. He's going to take off.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
The throw. Grab near the marker. It's Moses. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance.
Got enough space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Rebels.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
On the run from inside his own 5. Forced out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, and that's the kind of play that can really get a drive going. Here comes the Texas offense. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his second PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Quinn. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Complete to the left. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on 1st down. Rushes on him. He's going to run it. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's got him. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. And the Longhorns have this offense rolling. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Bringing the heat. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense has it with really good field position.
Green 25. Flip it.
Trying the left side. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. Running the red zone. It's Bannon. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw. Takes the easy one to the back. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Got his man quickly. And they get him, and they'll lose yardage on that completion. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Leaves it with the back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
But after getting stuffed on that run, you now have got 4th down. I'm not into chasing points this early in the game. I think you just take the field goal. You try to pay this drive off, and this opportunity to put something on the board, David.
Trying to get it in. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn! After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too.
Turning it on! And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. The Rebels, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Leaves it with the running back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. They'll try to pop the draw. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. And the Rebels are in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry-up, defense has to be ready.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Finds a soft spot in the middle. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Dropping back, it's Coffee. Takes the easy throw in the flat. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he takes this from inside the 5. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Use the play fake, now to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Grabbed in the middle, it's Rojas. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll run it to the right. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to throw, it's Coffee. Gets it out quickly. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Got the quick pass. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. With the run on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels!
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Quinn. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Looking for room. It's Bannon. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Longhorns want to move quickly. The corners are walked up tight. He's looking to throw on third and short. Grabbed over the middle. It's Applewhite. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Applewhite. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Got it behind the line. It's Applewhite. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to go up top on first down. Unleashes one deep. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a superb matchup in Austin today. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at DKR.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Rebels will boot it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
The Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll try the run. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And here comes the punt team. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Flips it out on the screen.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Looking to throw, it's Coffee. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds his tight end. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on second down. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Makes the catch. Still on his feet at the 45. Turns on the Jets. Past the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Texas!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets a block, and the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. Under fire. Slings it downfield. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. He might want another play. This time on target. At the 45 on his way. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the option. Give to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass, it's Coffee. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down. Deep shot for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Get it out to the supersonic guy. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Bannon. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, look, I know this guy's not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Running into the open space. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Off play action. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Quinn. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Longhorns decide to punt it away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they
breaks into the open. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. The Rebels are on the move. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
How about this goal-to-go defense? Great job 1st down, meeting the physical challenge. Nowhere to go. 2nd down, ready for the pass. This defense really bowing their neck on an important part of the field.
It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. And they decide to trot out the kicker. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. Texas. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Caught in the backfield. It's Applewhite. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience. Offense in the sumo set with the big boys. Wide receiver comes in motion. He's brought brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And that just shows you the team speed this defense has. As soon as they identify who's got the ball, they are around and surrounding that ball carrier so quickly.
Fires to the big fella. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And the Longhorns will punt it away on 4th down. Here's the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Looking to throw, it's Coffee. Fires to the tight end. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Looking to throw on first down. Using the quick game. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Finds his big tight end. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll go to the ground. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. The play action fake. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
It just feels too little too late for this defense. Where was those plays earlier in the game, right? I mean, they're trailing by a ton of points now, in large part because they have not been able to get pressure on the quarterback. And finally, here late, they come up with a sack. So that's a teachable moment. That's something this coaching staff is going to point back to when they watch the film to build on. But they needed more pass rush early in this game.
And despite going 0 for 2 on 4th down so far, they will stay aggressive and go for it here.
Well, they didn't get it right the first 2 4th down efforts in this game, but they were able to dial up the right play on that last one to help this offense stay on the field.
The Rebels have it in scoring position on 1st and Beck's going for the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss! That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
He'll bring it back from in. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Swings it out to the flat. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5. Trying to pick up a first down. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Caught over the middle. It's Cole. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Got his man downfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. The Longhorns are flying down the field. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Power football with the run. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got it set up on the outside. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Shoots it to the left. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Rebels! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Michigan State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. Sparty has picked itself up off the canvas before, and this group is capable of it again today. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Northwestern.
To the air on 1st down.
It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. To the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Cole. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And that's kind of crazy. I didn't think that would happen coming into this football game. I didn't think we'd get in the 4th quarter and just call his name. This offense, man, he is a big play, dynamic weapon. They got to continue to get him the ball more because he can make enormous plays for your offense.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Snagged in the middle. It's Cole. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Rojas. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Longhorns, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Motion from the wideout. The give to the tailback. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. And he'll try to make it 2 for 2, this time from 35 yards away. Absolutely perfect. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit.
And I know a lot of people are scratching their heads why they try to kick that field goal. You're in the 4th quarter. You're down a boatload of points. A field goal isn't going to do it. If you want to win this game, you need touchdowns. I would anticipate for every possession they get from here on out, man, you've got to be way more aggressive.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
That's caught. It's Punga. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, running back gets the give. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising. I gotta be...
There he goes! They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Rebels kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Might as well give it to him again. At the 20, he's got space. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Looking for blockers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Quick release by the QB. Real power running by this guy as he bangs his way to the 24. A 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. The Longhorns line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And the returner will be brought down. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the fourth quarter, Palmer.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Here's the handoff. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, third and long coming up.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, beat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. A run for the quarterback. And he gets enough to move the chains and then slides to a stop. And the Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up. Back to throw, it's Dugan. Plucks it out of the air. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Wants to go up top. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Punga. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Punga. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Second down, they'll go to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. And this will be the 9th play of the drive. Tight end now in motion. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Punga. Timeout call by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock. So they're closing in on a solid top 25 win for the resume, in addition to holding off any thoughts of an upset.
Well, they were very anxious and eager, too, to make a statement to the entire country just how dominant they were. They have so much confidence in the...
Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Second down, he'll throw it. Under fire. Turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking to pass. It's Dugan. Fires to the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game. Possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.